We're live. Just hold on a second. Oh,
There we go.
Try to make it level. There.
Just gonna share the video.
Yeah,
real quick.
wow,
We'll
look
start
at
in
how
just a
look at
moment.
how nice that
It
camera
looks good.
is.
It looks really good.
All right.
Is that from the roof? There's something that was loud.
That's what's going on. I do like this Pokemon hat. Look at that.
Yeah, get it in front.
Where is share?
The thumbnail from our last live. So you drinking water.
Drinking water. Love it. No paste.
Send it to our good friend Billy.
All right. I have to monitor the stream. Oh well, my phone's getting close to being dead. So.
Oh, that's what it was.
I know the topics. We're good.
All right.
All right, Sam. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the NerdKave podcast. This is the first one of 2023.
Yes, welcome.
Ooh. So, I'm joined by Max, my co-host, and we got some topics to talk about today. We got, I guess first and foremost, our big one is the Antman trailer.
Yes.
I'm excited for that. So, you want to break that down for us?
Yeah. So we got the trailer, the second trailer, I believe, maybe third, for Antman and the Wasp: Quantumania. Mm-hmm. Comes out February 17th, and this is the big start of Phase 5 for Marvel. So it's it's going to kind of kick off what we can expect from this phase and Marvel moving forward, at least as far as we know. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be really good. I think compared to the past year or two of content they put out, this looks the most put together, and it looks like they have a direction again, very much like what they had in Phase 1 with Thanos. We now have Kang the Conqueror. So, I think the trailer showcases how Ant-Man is going to move forward, but also how this is going to set up the rest of the MCU and things such as Kang's Dynasty and Secret Wars, which will be coming out, I believe, in 2024 and 2025. They did change the date of one of those projects.
Okay.
But I think overall it looks great. Obviously, it's a Marvel movie, so visuals are always going to be top notch. And I really like the design of Kang. A lot of people were wondering how they were going to go. Were they going to change it up too much or do something, as Marvel will with certain characters, they'll change up the looks, but it does seem like they're going comic accurate with him, which I think is good because for a character that you're going to have as your kind of big bad for the foreseeable future, I think it's good for the fans of the comics and the MCU in general, stick with a design that's pretty close to what he's known as. One, so you don't piss off the super fans, because that happens with everything. But also so he's recognizable throughout the different forms of media.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at a picture of him now. I was trying to redraw my brain into what he was going to look like. Which one was from the trailer?
So there's
this
that one. That's him without the mask. And then the mask is right somewhere.
That's not the mask. Is this it? He kind of has a mask on. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, it's really cool. I watched the trailer, and I my favorite Ant-Man was Antman and the Wasp that came out before what was it? Endgame. Yes, and I think like that whole story and stuff. I don't know. I found like a weird like connection with that movie, and I was like, this is really good, and like I like what that story was trying to tell. And then now we get this one, and I'm glad, you're right, where Kang is going to be more like villainous and more like putting him in that role of like he's going to be just a more drawn protagonist with his story and stuff. So I agree. I think that's cool. And I think like just the design they went for, the darker tones and stuff. So
Yeah, the darker tones, I like that you brought that up, because he does have that kind of menacing and sinister side to him and he also seems like he tries to be reasonable, or at least in that way that a villain is. It's like, hey, I'll give you this option and I can do this thing, but if you don't, I'm going to kill you or whatever. At least that's what it seems like from the trailer. So I think he's going to be a really good character to bring into the MCU. The one thing I'm a little bit worried about with this compared to the other Ant-Man movies is we have not seen any sign of like the side characters. If this movie doesn't have Luis, I will leave the theater.
Yeah, I agree. It's like if they simplify the movie, I agree how that can maybe be jarring, where it's like they take some characters out that you're like, why aren't they in this movie? So I could see the complaint with that. So hopefully,
or since we're in the quantum realm, presumably with variants, if we saw a variant of Luis, that would be incredible.
That'd be incredible. I agree. Hey, Billy.
I will. I'm gonna wait to see it to decide how upset I'll be if that's true.
I mean, like, here's the thing, right? Where it's like you have characters that you love and stuff that you wish to see, but if they're not in the movie, just try to like take the story in and stuff. Like that's like like I wish that person was in it or whatever, but it's like, was it a great story overall?
So, I mean, I'm sure I'll really like it, but Luis is my guy.
Plays okay.
Yeah, I saw that. That'll be interesting. I really want a Luis variant that's like complete opposite. If Luis himself is not in it. But if he's not, just bring him in the next Avengers movie and we'll be fine.
Oh, Billy, we got the HD camera back.
We did. Also, what's up, Billy?
We're not all grainy now.
Yeah.
So,
and since you're here, it's not in our title, but Billy did send me a link earlier. They're doing a Zoe 101 reunion movie.
I knew that there was a rumor that they were doing a reunion, was it in 2020 when COVID was a thing, and it was like, I know like a lot of the cast met up and like took a picture or whatever it was. I didn't know if that was actually going to actually turn into a thing. Interesting. So Zoe 101 now 102. It's confirmed now. Zoe 102. Okay. So I guess that'll be interesting to see. I know Jamie Lynn Spears. She's been on this military show recently. She was doing a Navy SEAL training or whatever it is. Yeah, it was
prepping for Zoe 102 Navy SEAL.
It was interesting to see. I forgot what the show was called. My parents have been watching it, and she's on there. Yeah, and she's like going through the Navy SEAL training and all.
Interesting.
That. I was like, what the fuck?
Interesting.
All right. For a movie.
That's
at
cool.
The campus. Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Because I grew up watching Zoe 101 and stuff, and that show meant a lot to me because that was the first show that kind of got me into Drake and Josh. That was like, the Amanda Show started it, and then it was Zoe 101, and then it was Drake and Josh, and then it was like Victorious and all those other shows that came after, like Harley. Zoe 101 was like the first one that caught my eye and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We're talking about Ant-Man. Oh, yes, we were. Talking about the Ant-Man trailer. Yeah. We were saying how, what was that villain's name? Kang. Yeah. How his design and stuff was really cool. I like the darker tones to him and just making him like overall better, like protagonist, like a protagonist that you can like gravitate toward, I guess. Anyway, from what the trailer showed. So
I like how, and I didn't mention this earlier, but I really understand the He Who Remains thing from Loki now. Did you see Loki?
Yes, I did. Yes.
When that variant's at the end and he's very like goofy and standing on the table and talking like this, like I get it now because like I'm seeing Kang and I'm like, okay, this is the villain. The other guy was just kind of, as he was.
Yeah.
Which,
Tell me you saw the...
Yes, I did. Are you wanting spoilers or not?
Go ahead.
All right, so the guy who I can't remember the actor's name, but the guy who was Yellow Jacket in the first Ant-Man movie, he's playing the character of MODOK.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I can pull up the visual for you here.
MODOK. I hear an airplane outside.
Yes. So that's him in the background.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people would compare it to George Lopez in the Spy Kids movie is what I've been seeing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the whole thing going on with MODOK.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you for the name.
Okay. That's really cool. Well, I forgot what you were going to say during the transition.
For Ezra Miller? Well, okay, so we touched upon a superhero movie. Now, speaking of people who aren't super, we have Ezra Miller. Now, actually, I don't know what we're going to say about Ezra Miller. This could just be it, just mentioning his name, because we have to mention him in every podcast.
Yep.
But let me just see if there's any news going on with our boy Ezra.
Always getting into
Let's
trouble.
see here. He pleads guilty to unlawful trespassing in Vermont.
Yeah.
He got a fine and probation after the home break-in. Okay, here we go. 3 hours ago.
Okay.
I knew there was a reason. All right, let me see this. $500 fine. Oh.
Yeah.
So to avoid 3 months in jail, he's going to pay a $500 fine plus court fees, and will also be put on a year of probation.
That's it. Don't worry, the Flash movie's still coming out. You said that they're going to do a commercial for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so
I guess that's the other
DC's return to the Super Bowl after I think it was like 17 years for trailers or something like that. It's crazy. The Flash. I could not ask for a better. I don't know what the.
I know what they're thinking.
We're just gonna have to wait and see.
After dropping, yeah, no, we talked about that. The dropping Cavill.
Oh yeah, yeah. Keeping Ezra. Well, so I think the whole thing with that is they're keeping Ezra until the movie leaves theaters, and then they're gonna fire him. Yeah, that's what I think at this point. That's what they're gonna do, because if they haven't fired him now, especially like they had the perfect out before. It would have been like, they're not gonna fire him because of the movie, but then they get James Gunn in there and he's firing everybody else.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like just fire Ezra. Just be like, hey, the Flash movie is going to reset into the new DC universe. So that's how they should have spun it. They should have been like, hey, Ezra's fired. The Flash movie is going to spin off into the new DC universe. So it's really important. You got to see how it changes everything up. That's all they had to do. But they won't, because they're Warner Brothers.
No. Don't worry. They need them for the sequel.
Longer. That is something they would do. They would keep him for the sequel 100%.
Where's Elf Track?
The Elf Track, yes. So I last week I was able to like fully play guitar again, my wrists, all that. So the Elf Track is coming.
It's coming.
Now remind me again, what were did you have any specific requests you want worked in there? Because I don't want to disappoint.
It's been a minute. But yeah.
Now I'll take notes right now. I'll take notes on my phone of any specifics you want included in there.
Mm-hmm. The Elf Track.
Elf Track. It's a note. Although I put it under my band's
your
folder.
Band's folder. Elf Track. Let's see. Screams. And I'm singing.
Okay.
I'm in a store and I'm singing. World's best cup of coffee. You did
it. Congratulations. World's best cup of coffee. Great job, everybody. Hi.
Hi. What was it? So yeah, Ezra's Ezra. DC's DC. They're going to keep continuing.
What time did you have to call it tonight?
We got about, what is it? Let's see what the thing says here. I don't know why it canceled on me. So I got about 20 minutes left.
20 minutes? Okay, cool.
Left. So
song title though. Oh. See, I usually do song titles after I have the song done. But I really want, like, it either has to be a well-known line from the movie or some totally obscure line from the movie that's so specific people would know it. Yeah.
Mr. Norwal.
Loud for all to hear. That would be a good song title. All right, I'm getting that down. I think that might have to be it.
That could be a punk song too. Yeah. Singing loud that'd be like a cool punk Christmas song
to hear. All right, sweet. Did you want to move on to the Bad Batch?
Yes, Bad Batch. So if you've been following Star Wars, they released Bad Batch season 2. It's really great. There's only 3 episodes out right now, but it ties into the last episodes, and it's a lot of a darker tone to it, and like I'm really enjoying it, and like this story that they're telling and stuff. I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but from episode when the clones are getting pretty much repurposed into the stormtroopers, that you really see the transition in this season where the clones are starting. It's only 3 ezodes, but like you can kind of tell the clones are getting phased out and the stormtroopers are coming in. They have this like weird beta design. It's and like the all whites coming in instead of like when in the Clone Wars, like it was like different colors. They had like red, yellow, and stuff. But this one, the transition's very like it's subtle, but you see it, and it's like they show don't tell, which is like a thing for me where it's like they show. It's just like they're really subtle about it, but they're telling a story. Yeah, and it's like all the themes and stuff. I'm really enjoying it. I haven't watched Andor yet. Andor is another thing I need to watch, and then also Tales of the Jedi is another animated thing. It's really short, but like it goes through these short stories of things that happened in the Clone Wars animated TV show. So it goes through like Ahsoka, Count Dooku, some other stuff. So so cool. I'm watching stuff for that. So new Star Wars stuff, a lot of fun. Can't wait for Mandalorian season 3. Is it March 1st? It's coming up.
There's so much happening in March.
I think it's March 1st that episode or the season 3 is coming out. So I'm excited for that. And so that's Star Wars. But yeah, I recommend it.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, I still haven't watched season 1. I'm behind on my Star Wars stuff. So I have Rogue One, Andor, Bad Batch season 1, Bad Batch season 2, all of the other animated stuff.
It's for me. I think we talked about this before on this channel. It's like you'll get the franchise fatigue, where it's like we both watched the Book of Boba Fett, and like and stuff. But then like I think because they're releasing so much, it's like you can't keep up with it. Yeah, and like episodes, we were just talking about this. Episodes are like over an hour long sometimes. It's like a full blown movie at times, and it's like. They're not like 30 minutes or 15 to 30 minute episodes anymore. You're looking at 45, an hour, 2 hours for Stranger Things.
And I think with Stranger Things, like that's one of the few exceptions where I think they really fleshed out the story well. Whereas with Star Wars and Marvel, I think they don't flesh it out well enough to make every episode feel worthwhile. All the time. They've done it well with some shows. But that's something I think they need to pay attention to. And with Phase 5, they're going quality over quantity.
Mm.
So that's good. It sounds like they're getting back to not necessarily the basics, but I think the same idea they would have had with the first and second phase, where it's a lot of like, how do we keep these stories interconnected? How do we make everything matter and feel like it matters?
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be good to get kind of like a base structure to the MCU again, instead of just all of this stuff going on. And same with Star Wars.
Yep. I loved Miss Marvel. Loved that show.
Yes.
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk was not quite it. It was
so like, yeah, I think everyone gets, because these are all on streaming services now.
Call me Elf one more time. That's another good one. I'm gonna put that down.
Because you got just like things come out on streaming services now, these series come out and they make so many episodes, and it's like you can only handle so much. I think comprehensively can only handle so much. Unless you're like a diehard fan. I'm a diehard Star Wars fan at heart. It's just like with me, I get the franchise fatigue. And like also it's like I do other things too, like besides being able to watch stuff all the time. And then when I feel like watching stuff, I'll like make an excuse not to watch it. I don't know like if you ever get that, but it's like where it's like, oh, I should watch this, but I could be playing games right now. Or like whatever it is. So
it's funny whenever like just now and in other podcasts when you've sent quotes, like I read it and I hear it in the voices. Why is your name on the desk? I bought the desk. Name's there so no one steals it. That's a joke, isn't it, Dad? Yes, buddy, that's a joke. Terrible James Caan impression. Rest in peace, man. I need to work on that. There's times where I can do Walter Hobbs really well. Other times it sucks. That sucks.
But other than that, I think we got some music stuff to close it out. This has been a shorter episode today just because I got some stuff going on, but we plan on having a longer one next week.
Yes, and I got to burn a Christmas tree.
Are you burning the
Not that one.
Okay.
That's artificial, but Ben's girlfriend, they're getting rid of theirs, so he brought it over and we're going to light it on fire. I'll send you videos.
Yeah. Says
the best part. Smiles. Yeah. That's a joke.
That's a joke.
Yes, buddy, that's a joke.
Do you want to start your list of stuff?
Yeah. So first of all, I'll do a little self-promotion, I guess. My band Call Me Tomorrow, which is like indie bedroom pop, we put out, it's not truly a song, it's a release and it's on Spotify to listen to, but it's the nostalgic interlude. I don't even know how long, it's like 30 seconds long. We put that out and it is so we could have a track on Spotify for our actual song Nostalgic, which comes out next Friday. If you have a song out already, you can then push the second song to playlists.
Yep.
So we put that out. If you want to listen to the nostalgic interlude, it's out there. But more importantly, Nostalgic, the song comes out next Friday. Really, really excited with it. Really proud of how it turned out. It's been in the making for like a year. So, yeah.
I did get a chance to listen to it, and I recommend it.
Thank you.
So it's really good.
Thank you. And then as far as other music goes, let's see here. What have I been listening to? Well, I've been listening to a lot of Carly Hansen.
Yeah.
Got tickets for her Minnesota show today, which I'm pumped about. And yeah, just everything she's done. I mean, I love all of her stuff, but the recent stuff I've really been into because I've been in more of like an indie alternative mood recently. So her song Illusion, absolutely love the lyrics to that. 608 is a great track as well. Pretender. And then everything. Fuck Your Labels is another great song that was on her past album called Tough Boy. And yeah, just everything she's done is great. So I've been listening to a lot of Carly Hansen.
You said
no, I didn't. Is that where would I find info about that? That'd be really cool to look into. Miley Cyrus's new track called Flowers is out for her upcoming album.
I haven't listened to it yet.
What's the album called? It's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
Let's see, Miley. Let's go to her Insta.
I saw news on that. I was like, oh man.
Endless Summer Vacation, the album drops March 10th. First of all, Miley, thank you for giving us a single, then like a month with probably another single or two, then the album. I really appreciate that as a music listener.
Yeah.
But that song is out, and it's very much along the lines of what I expected. Like, it's kind of dancey, like vibey synth pop almost, a little indie feeling to it. And I think it's a good track. It's not my favorite Miley Cyrus song just because I like something that has a little bit more movement to it. This one feels a little
slower pace.
No, it's like a mid-tempo song, but I think this one, it doesn't have as many dynamics to it.
Okay.
But some of the other teasers, like the sounds in there, are really interesting to me. Some of the synths that she's been using in different promo videos have really interested me. And Miley never disappoints. Like, love her, hate her, think she's weird, crazy, whatever.
She's talented and she's also very smart. She just like who I would say, she's one of those people that followed her heart in a lot of ways, where it was like she wanted to do what she wanted to do and she didn't care what people thought of her.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which is a very powerful thing in music. And it's like, no matter, because she didn't want to be Hannah Montana. She didn't want to be known as Hannah Montana all her life. I totally get that. Or that Disney star, right? Demi Lovato.
all those Disney stuff.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm glad she did what she did.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it didn't pop up here, so I'll check it out on Twitter after the podcast. But let's see. Yeah, good song by Miley.
Yeah.
Again, not my favorite by her because I do like some of her more, I guess, dynamically driven stuff.
Yeah.
But I definitely think with a title like Endless Summer Vacation, and she said the album's a love letter to Los Angeles, like it's going to be a very diverse album, I think. And I am very excited to hear what Miley's going to give us this time around. Let's see, what else do we have here? Been listening to a lot of Wallows and Clairo, again, on a huge indie kick, and those are my two favorite indie/bedroom pop artists. So I've been just listening to pretty much everything. Bags by Clairo is maybe my favorite song currently. It's just so good, so catchy, so, I don't know, chill, but also like the layers with certain synth lines and stuff in there are great.
Make sure to send them the link to the Nostalgic Interlude.
I will. I'll send you the link to the Nostalgic Interlude and the Nostalgic Pre-Save. What's the Paramore's new song? I think that's the last one that I need to talk
Paramore.
about. What was it called? I don't know how to pronounce that.
What is it?
Come on, focus. Oh no, wait. I was too close, I think, maybe.
Oh, yeah, you're too close. Wait.
There we go. However that's pronounced.
Mirror that and then look at that.
We're just going Paramore Spotify.
Yeah, there you go.
Song.
Yeah.
Really interesting song. Like, I'll say that like stuff is interesting or is cool or whatever, but this is like truly interesting. I don't know how to describe it. It has the same feel as This Is Why and The News, which were the two singles before it. But this one almost has kind of like I don't know. It's like the verses are kind of like a poem is being read somewhat melodically. And then the chorus is very, not necessarily hard hitting, but like compared to the poem-esque spoken word kind of thing, it hits very hard in my opinion, and it's just a cool sound. Like, I don't hear a lot of artists doing something like this, and I think if anybody can pull it off, it's Paramore, with everything they've done in their discography before this, as well as just Hayley Williams' side project, Petals for Armor. I think everything they've done in the past in Hayley's side project is bleeding into this, and it really feels like something that's genuine, experimental, and it seems like they're doing exactly what they want to do, which I think is great, because if you're going to make music, do what you want to do.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, I think that's it from me. What do you got?
Okay, so Owl City put out some new songs.
Oh, really?
Yes, Kelly Time and Up to the Cloud. and they're really good. I recommend those. Minnesota-based artist, of course.
Oh yeah.
There's a song called "Numb" by XXXTentacion. I've been really liking lately.
Is that the one featuring Blink-182?
No, it's off his. No, don't play it. I don't want to get copyrighted. I meant to just click the song. Okay, it's off of.
Oh, the Question Mark album.
The Question Mark album, whatever that one's called. Yeah. What else? Sorry. Listening. I think I mentioned this before, but I've been listening to Poppy's new album. I Disagree. That one, really recommend.
I'm behind on it. What is wrong with me? I need to stop listening to the same artist on repeat for like 2 weeks.
There's All Time Low came out with a new song today called "Tell Me I'm Alive." Really interesting. I'd say it's I like it. It's good. It has a very. What did you say it sounded like to you?
So the first part of it has a very like, I don't know, the production on it. It's like modern, but it has almost like an 80s
old school
grunge feel to it, like just the way it comes across.
Yeah.
And then the later part of it goes into a very much like 2012 to now modern pop punk, like neck deep State Champs kind of driving fast punk beat,
beat with the
that kind of thing. And it just kind of changes abruptly. I think it's really cool that artists are putting out stuff where they're just like, there are no rules. You know, I think that's a big part of music now. There's no rules with genre or structure or anything. People are just kind of doing what they want to.
Yep.
And I love that.
I like that. Why do you say that one?
Which one?
Sign.
I think it's just a weird way of spelling cyanide.
Cyanide, yeah.
Featuring Pete Wentz.
Yeah. Nothing Nowhere featuring Pete Wentz. Definitely recommend that song. That song's really good. I think you'll like that one.
I will absolutely listen to that.
Released new Ronnie Radke. Yeah, I love Ronnie Radke. He's cool.
Oh, yeah. I have to check
Actually, speaking of that, the one other song I've been listening to is Voices in My Head by Falling in Reverse. That's one of the newer singles they released. Really like that song. It's really good. Let's see. Never lean always, blah, 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 blah.
Send any of the links right now, Billy.
Yeah. And then just some water parks. Also, I explained to people like what the last thing about music is like when making like when I write songs and stuff, because somebody asked me, is like, wow, what do you think of when you write songs? Is there like a genre you think of when you write, or is it just like how you feel? To me, when I write and stuff, it's like always how I feel. Like it's like it doesn't matter if it's a punk song, a rap song, a country song, even, or just a slower song or whatever it is. It's just like how the song feels. Like, what does it feel like? Like, does it feel like it's a slower or like a faster paced, or like what instruments can we put in there? That's kind of what my take on that is. It's like, okay, I want to write a song that has a great story to it and great meaning to it, and then the instruments come after.
Yeah, that's a great way to do it.
Yep.
Question for you regarding that I'm curious about, because this is something I noticed about myself recently, is I'll have an idea for a song. Like, I'll be listening to a lot of a certain genre a lot. So like right now it's indie and bedroom pop. A few weeks ago it was like faster pop punk, and I'll write lyrics and have the certain sound in my head, and then I'll go to create it, and instrumentally it'll come out completely different, and then it'll be like this completely different song from what I initially imagined. Do you find it's the same kind of thing where like it translates differently with melody or lyrics or whatever, or do you find it stays pretty much the same?
So it's like I have a vision in my head of how it sounds, but then when we start adding instruments and stuff to it, it's like, does that same feeling still come to it, or is it like, do we have to add more to it? You know, it's like a push pull thing. It's like initially it's this, but could it be better? You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, so. Like after I write it, I do have like an instrumental idea in mind, but then I'll be like, is this good or should we do it a different way? But I'm always open to like ideas and like things that just make the song better, I guess you would say. Or just like I always say it's like putting pieces to the puzzle together until it's a full puzzle.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to check out that book. I think I still have to read Travis Barker's like memoir or whatever that he put out, or a biography, something. But right now I'm reading Secret Machines by Tom DeLonge and someone else. I can't remember was it Hartley? Something Hartley. But it's about Tom's alien ventures.
Yeah.
So after that one, I'll have to check out that as well as the Travis Barker one.
All right. Well, with that has been our show for today. I got to wrap it up because I got to get out of here. But let's see. Ooh, aliens.
I'll let you know if it's a good book. I mean, it's Tom. I love everything Tom does. So I'll try and give an objective overview of how I think it is.
All right. See ya.
Hey, Entertainment Outlet comes back tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So you can look forward to that.
There you go. So thank you everybody for joining. We'll give you a longer episode next week. I'm just excited for 2023 and what the future holds. Like I said, we might do some more short stuff here and there if topics come up throughout the week and whatever it is. But we appreciate all of you. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Miles.
I'm Max.
And this has been the NerdKave Podcast. You guys have a good one. We'll talk to you later.
See you in the next one.
Yeah. There we go.